Listen to this. She is a powerhouse out of the Bronx, New York. She's a Latina writer, poet, educator, visual artist, and I mean, she does absolutely everything. And what I love is that she really takes life's stuff, identity, grief, spiritual, and turns it into something honest, something healing, something you feel. All that other good stuff here, basically.
Hey. Now she's not just up there performing, she's in the community leading workshops, helping folks find their voice and bringing people together with her poetry.
Where did you come from? Oh my goodness!
Hi.
Oh my God, what is going on here? I'm getting surprise visits from our 100 show.
I just thought I'd pop in and say hi.
Oh. This is just something, and yes, she has been on big stages too, from the Dodge Poetry Festival to Carnegie Hall, and even opened for MC Light. Performing her latest spoken word poetry piece, give it up for, let's say it together, Claudia Cap Alvarez-Plaud! Yes!
Hey y'all, hey Spotlight, thank you for having me. Congratulations on 100 episodes, no small feat. My name is Claudia, aka Cap, and this poem is dedicated to the Puerto Rican diaspora, entitled Boricua from the Bronx. Pa' que se sienta triste, yo traigo la receta. Salsa, salsa pa' olvidar la pena. Pa' que se sienta triste, yo traigo la receta. Salsa, salsa pa' olvidar la pena. Being Boricua from the Bronx means being a sprout sunned by my mother's voice. Pineapple mornings, excellence for lunch. La escritura, coritos, y bendiciones for dinner every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. We make a cold winter hot, barrandas around the block, salsifying carols. Prayer meeting, Bible study, Tuesday, Thursday. Dance class Saturday morning for the performance on Easter Sunday. Pan con mantequilla snack. Warmed up if you can sneak past the smokers guarding the kitchenette. There's coffee in the air, carrying raucous laughter underscored by rushed prayer. Then there were summers with abuela en Rio Piedras, so mommy can get a break to work harder, cause being Boricua in the Bronx means being another little woman with a PhD, but still needing to prove herself deserving. Mommy telling me to only speak to her in English so she can get more practice and be ready for her job's expansion. Now it's sandwich to go mornings. White people worship music in the car, skip lunch, too expensive, excellence only. It's divorcing your husband in the same breath as confessing your body chose cancer because you rather try fighting for your life than live fighting over pressed undershirts. It's finally finding love in your 50s in the shape of bohemias, long drives to and from nowhere land, home-cooked meals, and then losing that love 2 years later, because Bronx boys grow old. But they don't grow up. And being Boricua in the Bronx means being the island's success story, but still someone's servant. Meanwhile, advocating to prove herself deserving of a non-botched job. Balancing her checkbook while connected to chemo treatments. The new treatment, the experimental treatment that's super likely to work, and still somehow dying. Because you may be a success story there, but you'll always be a guinea pig here. And how dare you think you own your body? Just being Boricua in the Bronx means being a symbol of our ability to survive anything. Even if you don't actually survive. Now I'm singing at the funeral of the woman who held all my dreams. And of course, it's in 4-part harmony with the band. And the whole group is our family members, because excellence for lunch. And I must prove her deserving. Now it's coffee morning, empty stomach, screaming matches with Jesus de Nazaret, Bible study Thursday, beer and philosophy for dinner. It's dropping all the fruit and leaves you thought you earned when you realize you have nothing without your mother's voice to sun you between these tall ass buildings. And being Boricua in the Bronx means desperately seeking signs you'll pull through another tragedy. Searching for others just as broken, just as longful as you, with feet willing to move to salsa, salsa, to forget your sorrows. It's chocha, polvorín, el barrio, Loisaida, gripping onto anything Boricua, just for the assurance of, Nena, what? You're mad Puerto Rican. Que orgullo ser la niñita de su mamá. It's rising with the sun, chasing dreams on the 6 train. One-way flights to La Isla to heal your heart as often as you can. Hear your mother's voice through sun rays. It's 2 weeks on the blessed motherland. And shattering alongside the dream of not returning. Writing poems of warmth on the plane, back to the cold, back to the grind, back to nowhere land, and proving myself deserving, because being Boricua in the Bronx meant being a sprout, sunned by my mother's voice. And now I stand before you, La Ceiba in bloom, swaying in storms, bending but never breaking, cracked and morphed into vessel, never dying. Using history and bomba as an identifier. Freestyle in adulthood. Himnos as lullabies and salsa, salsa pa olvidar la pena. Thank you.
Powerful, Claudia. Yes. You know, your poetry feels deeply personal and healing at the same time, just listening to that here. But when you're writing, do you ever think about the moment or about the audience first, or is it processing your own emotions in that moment here? What is it here?
I do not write for audiences. I don't believe that is the role of the poet, in my opinion. I do think that there is a message to be shared, a message to be told, of course, but it really should come from a place of authenticity. And so if you're writing the thing just to write it, if you're writing it for an audience, I think you've totally missed the mark. And so for me and my work, it is deeply personal, it is deeply intimate, and similar to Scarlett, I'm pulling from real life.
Yes, totally.
Yes.
Go ahead, Savage.
You represent the Bronx in such an authentic way, and your work touches a lot on identity and spirituality. How has your upbringing shaped the way you tell stories through poetry?
That's a great question. I think my upbringing shaped everything about me in many ways. I am from 2 sides of very creative people. Both my parents are very creative. My sister, everyone is super creative. Everyone is a storyteller in their own right, whatever their artistic craft is. Even the dancers in our family are like phenomenal storytellers. And so I think that a lot of that was naturally in me. My mother was also a pastor, and so watching her do her like public speaking, if you will, every day basically kind of made it normal for public speaking to be in our lives. And I think that also makes a big difference when it comes to performing and like not being afraid to just like say the thing.
Okay, I like that answer.
Yes. Ivory? Oh, I'm going to give you this to help you out. This is what the producers make me do here, okay? Go ahead.
A lot of your work talks about turning pain into hope, and I think that really connects with young people right now. Why do you think poetry could be such a powerful tool for healing?
My educational background is originally in psychology, and so I learned very quickly that like narrative, the way you speak, the way you tell your story, simply the act of speaking your truth is incredibly healing. And so I believe that poetry can 1,000% be used as a tool for healing. And I would encourage everyone to do it regardless of like the psychological benefits or not. I think that there is just so much catharsis, so much release, even in just getting something out of your body, regardless of whether or not you share it. It doesn't really matter. It's more so getting it out of your body.
Absolutely, for sure. You know, listen, thank you so much for that great performance. Give it up for Claudia Alvarez-Plaud, ladies and gentlemen.